Have you ever noticed that many buildings in Cincinnati carry a hidden detail you might not notice? Some buildings, such as the Bavarian Beer Building behind me, carry a recognizable influence. There's a hidden heritage that runs underneath the city in the most unconventional of places: beer. It's no secret that Cincinnati carries an abundance of German heritage. German architecture and history is apparent on the smallest details on buildings. That's not a mistake. Some reports indicate that by 1850, 30% of the city was made up of German immigrants, who carried their culture and practices into an area of the city that would come to be known as Over the Rhine. Matthew Bauman is a professor of German American history at the University of Cincinnati. He says there's a reason Cincinnati became a hub for German American culture.
Some Germans settle in Cincinnati. And what do? They write home about it, right? Say, you want to check in on the relatives. How are things going? Also, I'm in this great new place.
That translated into beer brewing. While Englishman Davis Embry opened Cincinnati's first brewery in 1812, the German community in Over the Rhine would popularize a format of brewing that would come to be known as lager.
Lager beer has been brewed for some time, but no one knows quite why it works, right? You kind of put it in a cave, you let it go, you get lager beer.
The German brewing influence extended into the families and hierarchies that made them happen. Park Hill's resident Charlie Metzger documents that in an expansive collection of brewing memorabilia, stating it draws him closer to the history of the city.
Yeah, just being aware about the processes that went into crafting the beer in the city, and just knowing that there's still modern breweries that produce that German-style beer, whether it's a lager or a pilsner. It really lets you respect the history and the effort that goes into making the beer.
You can still come across brewery buildings, both new and old, that carry the influence of German heritage. Tour groups explore tunnels and cellars that once were the main beer brewing and storage sites. There are even German-themed bar crawls and events throughout the city year-round. No matter where you look, Cincinnati has not forgotten its roots, and there's clear evidence of that on tap. This is Mitchell Davey with Bearcast News.